Hey, Star Wars action figure collectors, this is Darth Phoenix 619 coming at you with another review. And this time I have the Battle of Geonosis Jedi Knights set 2 of 2. Picked these up at Toys R Us. Of course, they are a Toys R Us exclusive. And they retail for $39.99. I was able to pick both of these up today. I actually got a discount too because I used my RS card. So I've been really looking forward to these packs. Because I love collecting Jedi, and you get basically 6 new Jedi when you get both sets. And these were released mainly as a way to promote the Republic gunship, just kind of add more accessories to that set. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the figures. And in this packet you get, I'm probably going to pronounce these extremely wrong, Sephjet Josall, Sarissa Jeng, Rowan Shrine, and Clone Commander Pawns. So the Jedi figures for the most part are basically kit bash repaint figures of former Jedi figures that we've gotten in the past. So there's a little scene picture of the 4 figures, and then here's a little synopsis that you can read, and then we have the other 4 figures in the other Geonosis battle pack. So, and in the background you see the Coliseum from the Geonosis arena. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this open and look at each figure individually. Alright, so we're going to start off with Sephjet Josall. I'll probably be butchering these names quite a great deal, but I shall do my best. So first of all, that facial sculpt, I like it. Looks good. One of the eyes appears to be looking at the nose, but other than that, it looks good. I mean, it's got a bald head, it's got the brown eyebrows there. The body is a kit bash figure repaint of a older, I think from an Evolutions pack, Jedi Luke Skywalker. So I really like the paint taps on the tunic here. We got the darker brown and the lighter brown. We got some silver paint apps, nice little details on the belt. You got the pouch here in the front. The tunic with the little softer plastic. Nice dark brown boots, which I think looks really good. The back of the figure, you get another pouch there. So we'll have a gap between the waist and the upper torso, but not a big deal. And then I noticed on this one that there are some, I'm not even sure what they're called, but some chips there of paint that are kind of sticking out. Not a huge deal. So there's another one right there. A little dents and whatnot. So, not a big deal, but kind of sloppy on Hasbro's part. But for the most part, it looks really good. Really like that facial sculpt. And then comes with a blue lightsaber. So the articulation is the same on all the Jedi Knights. So I'll run through it once with this figure. So you got your ball jointed head, ball hinged shoulders, ball hinged elbows, swivel wrists, swivel waist, swivel hips, ball hinged knees, and ball hinged ankles. So the 14 points of articulation is what we get for these 3 Jedi Knights, which is great. I mean, that's fantastic. All right, next we have Sarissa Jeng. Not quite sure which figure I like this more in this pack, this one or the next one I'm going to review. So she stands out the most to me as a familiar face from the Attack of the Clones. I really remember her mainly because of that hairdo there, because you get a lot of forehead action going on. But I really like the facial sculpt on her, except on my figure, and I don't know if this will be a problem on other figures, but you can see that the flesh paint application goes up into the hair, so you really notice it up close. From afar, of course you don't, but the eyebrows look good. I do like the fact that they look like they were painted on by herself, and that might be the case, but for the most part she's actually pretty new, except for the legs, which belong to a Legacy Collection Stas Ali. But everything else is brand spanking new. She's the newest of the figures that are released in these battle packs. I really like the paint tap on the belt. It's like a maroon brown type color. Really gives it a realistic leathered look. Got some silver paint taps there. Some pouches. The mold of the hoodie in my opinion, the best part of the figure. I just think it looks fantastic. I'm really glad they did something like this and not a soft goods. Got a softer plastic on the skirt there. Orange boots. It looks really clean. A couple paint blotches and some chips, but not as bad as the other figure. She gets a blue lightsaber, and it kind of fits loose in her hands. I'm not sure if that's just my figure, but you know, it is loose in her hands. Same articulation as the first Jedi Knight, Sephjet. And the last one, which I really like too, is Rowan Shrine. And I think this guy has the best facial sculpt. I think the eyes are pretty center, nice blue color. You got the goatee, which the paint apps are applied pretty darn good in my opinion. And then the hair looks great. Really like the different shades of brown used. And there's the back of it. Just a great sculpt. Really reminds me of Nakanis Tasu, which is a Jedi Knight figure that I don't own. He tends to be kind of pricey. But they do look very similar in appearance. The body is a Mace Windu from the 30th anniversary collection, if I am not mistaken. And he comes with a Jedi robe, which looks really good. Doesn't look oversized. Even the hoodie itself looks really good. You know, compared to others that tend to be very huge. A little frayed on the edges, but I like that. Got a nice little gold paint up on the belt. Nice little details. The pouches. Got your little softer plastic skirt. Nice colored boots. The paint taps on this guy were a lot cleaner than the other two figures. There's the back of the figure. And then you get a green lightsaber. So this guy really is a nice figure. And the last one, which is Clone Commander Pawns. Most of you who've seen the Clone Wars know that Commander Pawns Phase 1 looks completely different from this guy. They were just thinking, let's give him a name, we'll make him unique, we'll make him different. People will want it. Whatever, it is what it is. I mean, it's a clone commander. That's, we got this figure back in 2003, super articulated clone trooper, which is, don't get me wrong, it's a great figure. I remember when I first picked up the M&M squad, I was really happy. Here's the 2003 version, which of course, it's not as white, it's not as clean. It is a 10-year-old figure, but as you can see, Hasbro's getting lazy. Suffers from not painting the hinge syndrome, and over here it's painted. 2013, 2003. So it's the same articulation as that figure. So you got your ball jointed head, ball hinged shoulders, ball hinged elbows. Whoops, there goes the binoculars. Swivel wrists, you got a ball jointed torso, swivel hips, ball hinged knees, and ball hinged ankles. So you get this blaster here, which has some gold and silver paint taps, so that's kind of nice. It's different. But there are some paint blotches there, and I just don't like the way it looks on the helmet. That gray paint taps, you really don't see that as much on the other one. I'm not a big fan. Helmet looks pretty clean, though, in regards to the paint apps for the most part. And so, yeah, I think a lot of us would have preferred to have seen the new vintage collection mold of the clone trooper, and a lot more so because we got a lieutenant and we got a sergeant recently. So it would have been nice to have gotten our captain and commander in these two battle packs. And then of course you get these macro binoculars, which we've seen before. So there is the set, and it's a great set. For $40 you're getting 4 figures, 3 of them for the most part brand spanking new. I really like that. There's the Geonosis little set that you can do a little diorama or whatever. But you're getting a lot, I think, for the price. It's $10 a figure when it comes down to it. And if you wait for sales and whatnot, you can definitely pick this up for even cheaper, like I did. Not a lot cheaper, but there it is. So it's a great pack. I'll be reviewing the other one pretty soon. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Please rate, subscribe, like, favorite. You guys know the drill. And I'm missing one. Oh, there he is. And until next time, may the Force be with you.